want to look at, we want to talk about the structure of the nephron. The nephron, if you pick out one nephron in the kidney, you'll find that it has a cup-shaped structure, and that cup-shaped structure is what we call the Bowman's capsule. And the Bowman's capsule is found in the cortex. Now, in the Bowman's capsule, it contains a mass of blood capillaries. This mass of blood capillaries is what we call as the glomerulus. And the mass of blood capillaries, it has a supply of blood via the afferent vessels. The afferent vessels are the ones that supply the glomerulus, which is a mass of blood capillaries with blood. And you'll find that the coiled tube of the Bowman's capsule, from when we come from the Bowman's capsule, you have a coiled tube that comes first, and that coiled tube is called the proximal convoluted tubule. It's the one that comes first. It is coiled, and it is also found in the cortex. Now, from the proximal convoluted tubule, we go to the U-shaped bend tubule, which we call the lobe of Henle. Now, that U-tube from the distal convoluted tubule in the cortex, we come to a U-tube. This U-tube is what we are calling the lobe of Henle, and it is found in the medulla. Now, from the U-tube, we go to a second convoluted tubule. The second convoluted tubule now is the one that we call the distal convoluted tubule, and that one is found back in the cortex. Now, the convoluted distal tubule is connected to the collecting duct, which collecting duct will be found in the pelvis. That is the general description of the nephron. We have said that a nephron, first of all, we say that it is the structure and the functional unit of the kidney, and it has a cup-shaped structure, and that cup-shaped structure is what we call the Bowman's capsule. Then the Bowman's capsule is supplied with a massive blood capillaries, and that is what we call the glomerulus. That massive supply of blood capillary is what we call the glomerulus, and we have talked about the glomerulus being supplied by the afferent vessel, that is the one that brings in blood to the glomerulus, and then the efferent vessels will remove the blood from the glomerulus. And we have seen that from the Bowman's capsule, we move to a tube, and that tube is what we have called the convoluted or proximal convoluted tubule, which is a little bit coiled, and it is found in the cortex. Then from the proximal convoluted tubule, we go to the U-shaped bend tube, which we call the loop of Henle, and this one is found in the medulla. Now, from the loop of Henle, we have what we call the descending limb, and then you move to the loop of Henle, then you have the ascending limb going to the proximal, going to the distal convoluted tubule. And the distal convoluted tubule is also coiled, and it is also found in the cortex, whereas the ascending and the descending lip and the lobe of Henle, these ones are found in the medulla. Now, the distal convoluted tubule connects to the collecting ducts, which collecting ducts that we found in the pelvis, and then the pelvis connects to the ureter, where all the contents are poured and removed from the kidney. So thank you very much for staying with us. Next time we shall talk about urine formation.